What's up everybody, welcome to Elevation Dent Company. In today's video, we got a brand new 2021 Mitsubishi Outlander that took a nice little hit to the passenger side front door. We're gonna try to do all this with paintless dent repair. I'm gonna try to remove at least 80 to 90% of this dent using nothing but glue pull. Let's take a look at the damage and see what we got. All right guys, here's the damage we got on this vehicle. As you can see, we've got a nice sized dent right in the center of that door. Down through here, it's pretty buckled up. We can see that tension inside that crown. As we move up into the door, up here at the top end, we've got that nice dent right inside that body line. And then we've got two other large ones up through here. These look like about $half size dents up through here. I'm gonna go slow with this. I think the center, this is gonna pull out pretty easy, but I gotta take my time with this because if I move too fast, I could oil can the center of this door. So I probably could pull majority of that dent out using my K-bar and some of these tabs, but what I'm gonna actually do instead is I'm gonna actually hook up my Mega glue pulling ram. And what this is gonna do is it's gonna slide underneath the car and it's gonna hook up down here to the pinch weld. All right, now that we got this pushed underneath the vehicle, what I'm gonna do is just grab a small jack like this. I'm gonna place it up underneath the pinch weld, and I'm gonna go ahead and put some pressure on this. Now that I got tension on my pinch weld, what I'm gonna do is come up to my winch here, and I'm actually lower this down to the lower setting. It's got two bolts here in the back, and I want it all the way down to the end setting so that I can make my pull down on the lower part of this door. This is the section I wanna start on first. I feel like once I get the pressure on that, a lot of this is gonna fall out with it. I got my winch rolled out. It's just resting here on the bottom of the jack. Now what I wanna do is take some alcohol, spray it on this panel. I wanna get all the grime and all the contaminants off of it before I start putting any glue on it. Next thing I'm gonna do is grab my torch. I'm gonna heat this panel off. I'm also gonna burn off whatever's left that the alcohol didn't clean. I'm gonna start off first by using this tab right here. I just clean it with alcohol. I also wanna apply a heat to it as well. As I mentioned before, I'm gonna work right in this lower half first, and then I'm gonna start working my way up. I'm gonna put some glue right down the center of this tab, and then I'm gonna put it directly in that crease right through there. All right, I'm all strapped up here. I still got this cable here really loose. What I'm gonna do is apply some more pressure on this. And once I get the amount of tension on it that I want, I'm gonna come through with my blending hammer and I'm gonna start knocking on all this balloon that you see here around this dent. That's all built up pressure. And I'm gonna bring my blending hammer on here and start gently tapping on all this to try to get it to lay itself out. All right, so that's pretty much exactly what I was wanting to happen. We still got some low spots in through there, as you can see all those little dents in through there, but you know, that's just the power of putting a glue tab in the right spot. You know, if I would have put that tab up here in the center or somewhere in the center of that dent and made pulls from there, I would have probably locked this metal up completely, causing the entire thing to start oil canning on me. So I still got pressure on the bottom part of this, and I'm gonna keep pressure on it. I'm gonna go ahead and just put some glue tabs on these shallow dents through here, and I'm gonna just pull these up. I'm gonna probably switch up to a more faster setting glue. I'm gonna also grab my mini lifter and some smaller tabs. These smaller tabs are gonna work perfect to come in and pull all these little low spots up. All right, just for doing a glue pull, I got the bottom half of this door looking pretty good. I'm gonna move up to the top half. Once I get all that out, then I'm gonna come into this door with some tools and pick up any low spots, any small imperfections in this door, and we'll clean it up once we get the top half of this all fixed up. I'm gonna come in and fix both of these dents up at the top half first, and then I'm gonna come in and fix this one on the body line last. So the first thing I'm gonna do is come in with my blending hammer, and I wanna knock some of this crown out that you can see that's all up above and all the way around this dent. I want to tap some of that down and try to put some of that metal back in its spot. And once I get that beat down a little bit, I'm going to come in with a crease tab like this. And I'm going to lay it right in the center of those two creases and just see if we can get those worked out. I'm gonna take my door jammer, position it in the door. That way I can have this door open a little bit and I can get my body away from the car, and that way I can see the dent from a better angle. I'd say roughly about 80% of that dent is gone using nothing but glue. Let's take a look at the tools and see what we're gonna finish this thing off with. So here's a look at the paintless dent repair tools we're gonna be using. I'm gonna be using this hook right here to slide up underneath the belt molding brace. I'm gonna be using this super sharp tool to get into all the wide open spots. And then of course, I've got the hooks for all the small holes and access points that we have around the door frame molding. I'm gonna go ahead and slide my window guard in. Then I'm gonna hit my wedge in to separate the door frame from the window. I'm gonna start off first with the super sharp tool, getting into all the wide open spots. I'm gonna shove it directly into this door frame. And we're ready to go. So I'm using this sharp tip tool to get inside the lower part of this door, basically the panels that are wide open that there's no bracing behind. And what I'm doing is I'm pushing out all the little low spots, all the waves, all the little imperfections that I didn't want to sit and put glue tabs on. So now I'm going to switch my tools up to this hook tool right here. What's so great about this tool is the whole upper part of this door frame is completely braced up. So we don't have any direct access to get completely on the dent. So what we have to do is take a hook like this, run it down into the window here. And then what I do is once it's down there, I get on the front side of that brace and push it up. I'm gonna just shove it down in the door. And now I'm up underneath that brace. So I was able to get pretty good access using this tool right through here, but unfortunately for the one up in the front half, right up here by that mirror, I can't use this tool because what's happening is this brace, as it starts getting closer to the fender, it starts getting wider down here, so I can only get to basically the bottom section of the dent here. So what I'm gonna do is pull this belt molding off. So now with that belt molding off, I can get access inside that frame. So what I've done, I've taken my window wedge, I've got it shoved down in there. That's the frame I was talking about that I can't get into. So if you can see that big, long hole right there, that's perfect access. So I can shove a tool down in through there and get right into that dent. So I'm gonna use that small little hook tool I showed you before. I'm gonna shove it right into that hole. Now I got perfect access right into that dent. So let's back up here and take a look at the damage we had before we started on this vehicle with that massive dent right in the center of the door. Then moving up to the upper door skin, all the damage up there as well. Really happy with the way this dent turned out. You know, for being such a large dent, I'm definitely impressed with the way that glue pulling ram removed such a large portion of the metal right in the center of that door, saving me so much time. If I would have had to get in there with a tool and try to work all that out, it would have taken me hours to do. So I think it's safe to call it quits on this one. I'm gonna get this vehicle cleaned up now and get it delivered back to the customer. That's a wrap on this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you think about this repair down in the comments below. Are you interested in learning paintless dent repair? Check out the online course I put together, walking you through as a complete newbie the step-by-step process of paintless dent removal. Whether you're looking for a side hustle or to start your own business, you're gonna wanna check it out. Most of the tools I use in this video are linked down in the description below. Keep a lookout for some of my upcoming videos. As always, guys, Keep putting in that work. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Take care.